Divine Light Ignite, day 26. My goodness. So today, same as the last few days, you're going to take yourself into the garden and into the light. And then when you are in the light, we're going to do something a little different. I want to show you a different way of working with the light. So without further preamble, go ahead and take yourself into your garden and into your light. Press pause now. And so as you find yourself here in the light, in the center of your garden, you find yourself in a state of peace and release. You're not the body, you're not the personality, you're none of these things, you're the light. So I'd like you to begin to look upwards in the light. Begin to move towards the center of the light and begin to allow yourself to move up into the light. As you move towards the center of this beam of light, you'll notice that you can never quite get to the center because it's infinitely large. Moving towards the center is really the same thing as having the light just expand. The more you move towards the center, the bigger it gets. Moving towards the center is also to have yourself expand into the light. You become more and more of the light, which means you become lighter, which means you move up the beam of light. You find yourself starting to lift off of the surface of your garden. Get lighter and lighter and brighter and freer, moving up this beam of light. Feel what that feels like to be moving up the light, accelerating faster and faster, higher and higher. If you can feel the movement, the bliss, the sensations, this rushing forwards and upwards. Then you will be feeling the ecstatic union that you have with the light. And as you find yourself moving upwards faster and faster, you perhaps draw your awareness to where you're going. Radiant, distant point of light. This is all your light, it's all you, it's all home, it's all self. You're simply raising your frequency higher and higher, faster and faster, rushing up this beam of light. If you were to look down, you'd see the garden is long gone. It's just the beam of light. And in the distance, if you look upwards, is that point of light that you're coming from. Finding yourself returning to there now. Finding yourself arriving now in that station, that place where the light comes from. In a space of utter, blissful, beautiful white light. Finding yourself arrived there now. There is just light. Here in this space, you are nowhere and everywhere. You are nothing and everything. Here in this space, you are connected to all your expressions. It's quite difficult in this place to really ask questions. because for every question there's an infinite number of possible answers, and they're all true. But for all that, I would like you here in this space to conjure up an image of Mother Earth, beautiful blue ball, with a thin film of life upon its surface. And you can become aware as you look at this ball of how you feel about the planet and the life upon it, and humanity. What is happening on the planet? Because something here stirred you enough that you might have decided at some point, I need to get down there. I need to be on the surface of that planet. I need to be there to experience that. What was that? What stirred you in this way to decide to participate? What was your motivation? Why? Why did you decide to take yourself to planet Earth? Might not be a simple question to answer. I mean, there might be one simple answer, there might be many answers, there might be many perspectives. You might broaden your awareness to become conscious of other planets that you have also incarnated upon, or you might not. It's not really crucial that you have the right answer to this question, but that you be here and that you hold the question and that you feel the answers to this question, that you feel that there is purpose, that there is journey. When your perspective is infinitely broad, when you can do anything, when you can create anything, that it was a completely good and valid decision for you to restrict yourself as you have, to create a human perspective and step into that and be that human, that was a valid choice. I want you to just feel into that, to get the sense of that, of doing that that was right. Because down there, when you are on the surface, when you are a human being, it's very easy to lose sight of this. To be the human being in the travail of life and to say, this is all wrong. This is all a mistake and I shouldn't be here and this life shouldn't be like this and things that are happening here are wrong and it's all a mistake, it's all bad. It's so easy then to place those ideas as a wedge between the self that's experiencing and the greater self that created that it should be so. There is a reason and a purpose for your life, my friend. You are here for a very good reason. When you are up here remembering who and what you really are, when you're up here where your frequency is high, where your perspective is broad, then you can reconnect with that reason. So I'm going to leave you here with this broad perspective. I'm going to leave you here being your divine self. It's very different than what one might expect. The sense of feeling and knowing, rather than critically having clear definitions of answers, and it's very different. But be here and feel this. And then when you're done, bring it back down with you. Bring it back into your present persona. Remember who you really are. And I will see you again tomorrow.